Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jane and I'm so excited to share this new fragrance with you today. I've been wearing this beauty for a little over a week now to have a solid opinion on this new release from Guerlain, Aqua Allegoria, called FLORA SALVAGGIA. This is not a blind buy. I'm so proud to say that getting this bottle was an informed decision, not a blind buy. Anyway, this is one of two new releases from the line. This, I believe, came out in mid-April this year. The other one is called Nettare di Sole, which I've also smelled but didn't get because I only have resources for one bottle and I picked this one over the other one. But before I jump right to the fragrance, if this is your first time tuning in, welcome, and I hope you consider subscribing to this channel to see more fragrance-related content. FLORA SALVAGGIA. I can't find a direct English translation for this, but going by the narrative in their campaign, my best guess is FLORA SALVAGGIA means wild plants or wild flowers or wild vegetation. Feel free to drop me a comment down below if you know the correct meaning of this phrase. The box and the bottle are in the same signature design for the Aqua Allegoria line. The color accents on the box changes depending on the color of the liquid or the color scheme for the campaign. It's lavender for FLORA SALVAGGIA. I believe it's a golden yellow color for Nettare di Sole. I love the presentation of the Aqua Allegoria line, the simple clear glass bottles, the metallic gold accents in honeycomb pattern, the transparent colored juice in pastel colors. It's just so pretty and very elegant and chic. I also love the spray on this as well. So as you can see, spray distribution is very nice and very wide. So this comes in 75 and 125 ml bottles. What I have here is the 125 ml bottle. So overall, to me, this is great packaging. For the scent profile, so the scent category is fresh floral. All the Aqua Allegoria perfumes come in eau de toilette concentration, including this one. Top notes in this are bergamot, water reaccord, melon, wildflowers. Middle notes has solar notes, orange blossom, and jasmine. The base has violets, iris, and white musk. The very first time I sprayed this in store, it's in an aircon environment, I knew I was going for a full bottle. This smelled of a perfume that's forever on my wish list. This smelled like the color of the liquid. I don't know if you can see, but this is a light lavender, light lilac color. This smells of violet flowers like iris, violets, wisteria, bluebells, something like that, but none of the powderiness that accompany these accords usually, which just made this perfect for me. I'm not into powdery scents much, if you must know something about me. The next day I wore this to work. It was a particularly hot day. The heat index was in the 40 degrees Celsius, I believe, and all I was getting were the fruits in this. It stopped being a floral perfume, and all I got were the watermelon, the melon in this all throughout. There were hints of violet flowers maybe, but the melon was running the show. I wore this again a couple of times during the week, and it's the same depending on the ambient temperature, the weather, or maybe how these elements interact with your skin. This perfume changes or conforms. Because in the high heat, I don't think I want to smell too much like violets or iris or some other wildflowers. I, on the other hand, would welcome the smell of fresh, juicy, fruity goodness. But on cooler summer days or maybe summer nights, it's just divine to smell of flowers, and I would be happy for the flowers to pop and run the show. And this perfume does that. It's more florally on cooler temperatures, more fruity on warmer days on my skin. There's no question about this perfume having that aquatic, thirst-quenching quality. You get the juicy melon watermelon accord, very fresh, none of the thicker pulpy feel, a little bit of sweetness which we naturally get from fruity scents, but nothing much. This is a very transparent, ozonic, airy scent, nothing loud or sharp or obnoxious. I never got any of the creamy, powdery scents, even the musky facet on this. Also, if by solar, it's the smell of skin exposed to the sun, I don't get it here as well. I don't get the supposed bergamot in the opening, common to all Aqua Allegoria. There is not a hint of citrus in this at all. I was also looking for the white florals, but my nose didn't get any. In terms of the florals in this perfume, this is very iris violet flower forward. This is a fresh perfume without utilizing any citrus or any tanginess to cut the heat. It's simply the illusion of water plus the purple flowers that's just so refreshing overall. So the scent profile is by no means unique. I will talk more about that later in this video. As for performance, this projects to about an arm's length even when oversprayed, and I mean oversprayed, like 20 plus or so sprays. This sits very close to the skin mostly. It's a perfume you wear for yourself. People around you would need to lean a little closer to smell this. Longevity on me, it's about 3 to 4 hours, so I sprayed a lot on my clothes as well to just prolong the scent. And well, it lasted more than 6 hours on fabric. You do need to top this up on skin throughout the day. The price of a 125 ml bottle is around 6,850 pesos, and I'm quoting Rustans department store price. That's around 106 euros and 140 US dollars. Wearability. This is a very easy perfume to wear. Just look at the dent I've put on this. So this is a great grab and go for anyone who is into melony, watermelony scent profiles coupled with some iris and some violets. You have to like these accords to appreciate this perfume, otherwise this is not for you. Definitely a daytime perfume, but can also be worn on summer nights. Great for the warmer months in 4-season climates, but this is a year-round wear for us here in the tropics. This smell doesn't smell too young or too old. I believe this is for women of all ages. The fruits added a little playfulness to the whole floral experience. All in all, I love how the scent played on my skin. In the current weather, this doesn't turn sour after a full day's wear. This was just perfect for daily wear or for casual night outs. Now, to answer some questions lurking in your head, how does FLORA SALVAGGIA compare to Jo Malone's Wild Bluebell, which it is said to dupe? How does it also compare to Guerlain Insolence EDT, which a lot of people say it smells a lot like. So I have here the cans of Wild Bluebell as well as Guerlain Insolence for comparison, and I was able to compare them side by side, and actually the closest scent to FLORA SALVAGGIA is Wild Bluebell. The florals in FLORA SALVAGGIA is about 90% to Wild Bluebell. What Wild Bluebell doesn't have is the fruity quality plus that little oomph that FLORA SALVAGGIA has. Wild Bluebell is a very quiet and serene perfume, much lighter overall as well. Guerlain Insolence is thicker on the florals, even the EDT. It's also a little soapy, it's also less playful, it's a bit more sweeter, it's also more powdery, and it doesn't have any fruits. So Insolence EDT has been on my wish list, this one for quite some time now, but because of FLORA SALVAGGIA, I don't think I will get a full bottle of this anymore, because I find FLORA SALVAGGIA very similar but easier and more fun to wear. On its fruity face, however, I find that FLORA SALVAGGIA reminds me a lot of L'Imperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. Not because they smell the same, but they evoke the same fresh, fruity, watery experience. As for gender, this is definitely a feminine perfume, no questions asked. So, do you need this in your collection? If you're looking for an iris violet perfume but not too powdery, with a playful, fruity watermelon edge for the warmer months, this one is full bottle worthy. But if you already own Jo Malone Wild Bluebell, maybe owning this is redundant. If you have Insolence EDT, this is also quite close, minus the fruity edge, as I've said before. But if you don't have those two and is interested to own something similar, I would say get Aqua Allegoria Flora Salvaggia. Performance and scent profile, this one is definitely better than Wild Bluebell. Insolence, for Insolence, this has less intense purple flowers, but the very same fairy dust like allure that's in Insolence is replicated in Flora Salvaggia. So that's a win-win for me. So what's my final verdict? This isn't a perfume that's going to blow your mind. It's also not unique. This scent profile has been done before. I wouldn't call this a dupe though. I don't think there was any intention to smell like something else even within Guerlain. But for a freshie, this offering is a winner for me. It's not overly simplistic. It's not a flat floral scent. It's an interesting take on the fruity floral scent profile. I found myself reaching for this and waiting on which note gets highlighted that day. My biggest complaint though is performance. I wish this projected more, carried the trail, stayed longer on skin. Then this becomes a super winner. So that's it for my take on Flora Salvaggia, you guys, the newest fresh floral release from Guerlain, Aqua Allegoria. Drop me a comment down below if you've tried it or looking to try this fragrance. Any thoughts or impressions will be highly appreciated. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, share this to your equally fragrant friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, click on notification to see more similar videos in the future. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now!